Welcome, guys, to the last lecture in our section and in our course. So, throughout this journey, we've pretty much looked at color psychology and color theory. We've looked at different types of color schemes that are present. In this section, we also looked at, different functions of colors in games in terms of emotions, progress. We looked at color as an identifier, looked at different types of color identifiers, how having more than one, two, three, how content variations matter, glyphs and neutrals, and color layouts in general. So now you guys must be itching to get started and start, designing your own levels. So before you can do that, you have to pretty much know how you want to create your own palettes. So I put together this little lecture, and I'm going to talk about some of the advice I have for you guys and the tools and applications that are available online. So some advice. There is no clear-cut, one-size-fits-all when it comes to color. There is no genre of game that is restricted to having a certain palette associated with it. Not all RPG games are going to have red, blue, and green. Not all MMOs are going to be restricted to using only secondary colors. You could use any color palette you want with any type of genre of game you want. And that's what's fun about level and game design, is that there's always ways to iterate and create new iterations of different games using colors especially, not only just mechanics. So it's always good to keep up with certain fashion. Sometimes certain trends can lead to more favorable palettes amongst users. Now looking at tools and applications. So one of the best ones that I use a lot when it comes to me designing my own levels and games is Adobe Color. Obviously I use Adobe a lot in a lot of my work, Premiere and all those different type of things. So I really enjoy Adobe Color, and this is one that I use a lot. Also, it's easy to use. See, the feature allows to choose what color scheme you want to create. So when it comes to choosing your color palette or designing one, I would recommend Adobe Color as your top choice. There's also Capasso by Color Lovers. Now this is a very good palette creator for basic and advanced colors. This tool is used by many designers, and they have a large community base as well of individuals and designers that talks amongst themselves. So if you're looking for ideas or things to bounce off and different palettes that you want advice on, I would really strongly recommend Color Levels by Capasso, because their community is going to be able to help you guys distinguish which color palettes make the most sense. Peloton. Now, this is another great tool for creating a more complicated style of colors. And honestly, I genuinely really enjoy their random palette generator. So sometimes, let's say I'm stuck on a level and I want to design something that's very innovative, and I'm really having a hard time choosing a proper color scheme. Peloton really has a really good palette generator, and sometimes I even go with these in a lot of my work that I do as well. So this is another great application to create your own palettes. Another cool one, and the last one that's on my list, is coloritate.org. Now, this is a new and interesting approach to creating color palettes in 3D. Yeah, 3D. See, the last three ones I gave you were all 2D. I saved the best for last, which was the 3D one, eh? And this is really useful for creating 3D environments as well. So if you're an environmental artist and you don't want to do the level design aspect of it, you want to focus really on creating really engaging environments with really good color psychology and this and that, this one is really cool. I use this a lot for just creating levels. Actually, a lot of the background image that you see there, that giant level that I designed myself, I used coloritate.org to help me design palettes in different areas. Obviously, you don't have a real clear vision of the layout, but just to say, this is pretty much one of the main ones I use as well. And that's it, guys, for this little lecture and for the entire course in general. Thank you so much for listening to what I have to say about color psychology in game design and development. I really enjoyed teaching this course, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.